it do? We're back in the studio.
Stu!
Got another new episode of Tech File coming at y'all this week, so let's get on into it.
Hit him hard, let's go. That T-E-C-K, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he did with the lady. It's spitting real talk for the entertainment. All the pods, I set the game up and they get stuck back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them little bit cause they know ready at a home city. You know, get it boss, keeping on the low setting. And you know we keep it safe, so we never gotta get telling everybody else that you get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this switch with my tribe. Going live with the pie. Do it like there's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Tell the red, blow the whistle. This is Technical File.
Welcome to episode 405 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, Timkinz, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. How's it going, man? It's been a minute. I ain't seen people in person like 3D and shit.
I know, right?
D now. Smells you.
I'm the RJ.
Oh, we know, man.
The RJ.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew through Life T for Life at the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
You know, you've been saying that for 7.5 years now.
I have, and I've been doing what I can do to hold it down.
Well, no, I meant the T for Life part. I still could not tell you who that. Like, I know she's a video game character, but
you don't know
beyond
what
that,
game?
I have no Final Fantasy, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
There it is, Final Fantasy 7.
That's the extent of my knowledge on that topic.
Shout out to everybody who knows who Tifa Lockhart is. Kay Harris, the gentleman, is not joining us this week. Make sure I keep him in his prayers. My man's been going through a lot, so keep him in your prayers. We hope to get him back in the studio soon. We already got folks in the comments, and that could be you too. If you would come along and be part of our YouTube page, head over to Technical File Podcast on YouTube, TECKNICALFOUL. Technical File Podcast on YouTube. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, do all those things to make sure that you are notified when we go live every Tuesday to record our episode for the week. And then make sure you also come to the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok, the Blue Sky at Technical File Podcast, Facebook Technical File Podcast as well. Shout out to Marcus in the comment. Shout out to Sly in the comment. Shout out to Shy Lynn in the comments.
I don't get that one.
Same game.
I know. I figured that contextually.
There you go. There you context clues. But yeah, make sure y'all follow the pod wherever you go. And the FanDuel League is back. NFL season kicks off officially on Thursday. The FanDuel League kicks off on Sunday. So if you are interested in being part of a daily fantasy football league, so you don't have a draft, right? You pick a new team every single week. You pay a one-time fee up front, $100 to get in, and that covers you for the entire season. So $100 gives you 18 weeks of play in the league. You get a chance to win at least $25 every week if you are the winner of the pool. And then you have a chance to win even bigger money at the end of the season if your cumulative point total finishes in the top 3. I believe last year, first place got $225, second place got $190, and third place got like $90. So you can make your money back really quickly. And then you can also walk away with a little bit of extra change. So if you're interested in joining our FanDuel League, let us know in the comments. Let us hit up one of us. We ask that you be able to pay that $100 though by Thursday. When Thursday night football kicks off, you got to make sure that your money is in the bank. And if you're interested, but you like, hey, listen, I don't get paid till Friday. I'm going to need a little extra time. Hit us up too. We'll figure it out. So just let us know if you have interest in joining our FanDuel League. We need the bodies, y'all. So come on through. The more people we get, it's a limit of 20. So it ain't going to be nothing crazy nothing crazy. But the more folks that we get, the better that pool is going to be every single week. So even if you're not interested, but you know a friend who might be interested, let them know and tell them to get at us too.
Did either of y'all place last year?
Yeah, I was second last year, and I was first the year before. So
I think Ken was in third, wasn't he?
One of the 2 years, he was for sure.
I'm almost sure that's how y'all finished last year.
So make sure, can someone knock Tech File out the top spot? That's the question. And to be fair, and for the record, we do not help each other with lineups.
No.
We don't talk about lineups until they are set.
After the fact, like, okay, who you have? Oh, dang, you went that route? Okay.
So join us.
Last year, never mind. You all good. I thought I had. Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Elliot was first. I was second. I can't remember who was third.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you not have the?
No, they got this year's.
Okay. Well, them beats the breaks. Just know I be winning. I get my money back by week 6. No, that might be able to be you this year. We'll see. See.
Sensei is here.
What up, Serial Sensei? What up? We live. That's for sure.
Oh, and just to clarify, it is $292 for the number first, $175 for second, $117 for third, and you can win $32.50 a week.
That's if you have the 13 people. Last year,
yes,
we had 10.
If we have.
So the numbers I gave were for 10 people. So again, the more people, the better the pool. So come on and join.
For sure.
Let's see here. So we got some NFL things to talk about, but of course, the season kicks off. We talking about FanDuel, but of course, Clash in Paris took place this weekend at a time that I did not expect. And then we got a couple NBA things to talk about too before we get out of here. So let's talk about what we got to talk about for the week. Let's get into the topics. And you know where we're going to start. Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons. That man.
I don't want to work.
I don't want to bang on it. Green Bay Packer. Micah Parsons. With this move being made, does this change your expectations for the Packers? And should they be seen as like top tier contenders in the NFC now?
To answer your first question, not one bit. I already had them being the Super Bowl, Super Bowl or bust. So this just makes me more confident that that's the case. But no, I don't think they were like a pass rusher away, but I think that they had a clear need on the defense, especially for what we know Halfley wants to do, which is basically create havoc and create turnovers and have explosive plays. Like it's kind of like a hand in glove fit. And like they have like the clean cap sheet to kind of go forward. Like if there's any team that could kind of absorb the money that it would take, which was a lot of money, and like is clean as far as like how many picks they're out going into their future, like it was Green Bay. So I love the fit of the player and the situation and on the cap sheet. So I'm all good with it.
Another young player that fits what they've been looking for in that defense, which is younger players that can grow into the system, be a part of it for the next couple of years. 26 years old.
Yeah, so in the last 2 off seasons, they've added Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs, and Michael Parsons, all under the age of 26, all on long-term contracts. Like,
don't say we don't spend no money, and don't say we don't go after nobody. You can't say that at least for another 3-4 years.
I mean, the thing with the Packers, like the Packers way is a real thing. Like Ron Wolf really did create that. They still use those philosophies in the way that they draft and their overall like
player
ideology.
Yeah.
But every GM has had a little bit different of like a way they like to fill out their roster. Like Goody is a guy who does not mind free agency. He does not mind he'll do it. He's probably
the right deal is there.
Of the GMs, he's probably like the most likely to that we've had over the last couple decades. The most likely to, unless you think it's Ted.
Hell no. So Ted, I was gonna say Ron Wolf would go into free agency, but he was also kind of building the thing from the ground up.
Yeah.
So
he was big on the draft
because Reggie obviously, but you had Sean Jones, you had Keith Jackson, like Desmond Mason was.
Andre Rison for one season.
We did have Rison.
One season for the Super Bowl season. That's it.
Desmond Howard was what I was trying to say.
Desmond Howard.
So like he would go into free agency, and they brought in a lot of big names, which more power to him. But like Ted was like, unless we getting you on the cheap, I believe in the people that I drafted, and he was very successful doing so. So like I know a lot of people were like, man, we just need to spend some money. It's like we're spending money on the players that we brought in, and that worked too. So like I don't know, like it whatever your philosophy is, just stick to it. Like I don't want somebody that's just chasing like what worked for somebody else. It's like have the conviction in what you believe in and see it through.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I see Charlene said, with all respect to Kenny Clark, but we got Parsons for peanuts. And I think first we should say shout out to Kenny Clark.
Yeah, bro. Like, all due respect, like he was all pro here. You know, he put in the work. He was hurt last year, so we ain't see him that often. But he was a good dude, good player. And I don't think he's gonna do bad in Dallas. Like when he's healthy, he is a good interior player.
Yeah. Sorry, can we highlight Serial Sensei's comment?
Serial Sensei said, after that Micah Parsons move, I need the N-word Jerry Jones tape to drop because, bruh. I have not seen or talked to a Cowboys fan that has had anything good to say about Jerry Jones since this move has happened. And that's off the heels of the Cowboys documentary coming out that everybody's been watching. But maybe Jerry is watching that too and being like, you know what? I need to show up and remind people who I am. No, I'm not giving in to what he say. I'm making the stand. And hearing Jerry Jones rationalize why they did it, it reminded me of the Family Guy joke. And I don't even watch Family Guy like that, but I've seen this clip so many times where Peter's like, he has a boat. They're like, you can have a boat or his mystery box. And he's like, oh, I really want a boat. And then his wife was like,
what's in the box?
Yeah, his wife was like, take the boat then. And he's like, but the box could be a boat.
The box could be anything.
It could be anything. I feel like that explains this trade where Jerry Jones is like, yeah, Micah Parsons was really good, but like these draft picks,
we can turn that into a player.
We can get more Micah Parsons. But it's like you had Micah Parsons.
Oh, he got one.
And it's hard to get a Micah Parsons, man. Like he's been all pro like every year, except I think last year because he was hurt, he didn't, get to play much. He's been a Pro Bowler every single year. Like
52 sacks through 4 seasons is nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts, bro.
I think I watched like the press conferences of Goody and LaFleur.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot which one it was. I think it was Goody, but they were saying like he was a top 12 pick or whatever it was, just based off of being like a stand-up linebacker that was a flag against hell, that was versatile. And then he got to NFL and he was just like a monster pass rusher. So you take for granted, not take for granted, but like the sacks is like the headline, but it's like he's a complete football player beyond that. Like he can drop into coverage and you're just fine. But because pass rushing is such a premium, it's like, yeah,
and he can do it so well.
Right.
It's like we're gonna utilize you in this. And that's the thing, like that gets me excited. It's like, how is Jeff Hafley going to utilize him in this defense? Like last year, he had to do a lot of like simulated pressures or bring in 5 or sometimes even 6 because he could not get consistent pressure rushing for. It's like, well, now you got Micah Parsons. What do you do? Like Rashawn Gary should have a breakout year. Like Rashawn Gary should finally get at least 10 sacks this season. He's never done it. This is going to be the year because Micah Parsons on the other side with all this attention. Like, this opens up so much for the Packers. And to go back to the initial question of like, does this change expectations? Do you see them as a top tier contender in the NFC now? For me, it does change the expectations in the sense that like I was willing to give the Packers a little bit more grace. I'm like, okay, maybe one more year or so, but next year, like the pressure's up. Now it's like, nope, I need to see an NFC championship game.
At least.
Like I need it. I need to see it. Because this offseason, Goody talked about urgency. So this is a team that has a lot of urgency, and people thought that meant he was going to be in free agency going buck wild at Crenshaw. And that ain't what the case, that ain't what it was. He was like, I want urgency from the guys we have on this roster. Like, yes, we are a young team. We've been the youngest team the last 2 years. They're one of the youngest teams again this year. They might got younger.
I think we're the youngest team again with the trade.
They were the youngest team, I think, with Kenny Clark still. So we'll see how the official numbers shake out with cut downs and all that stuff that's happened. But like, they're a young team with experience. So the young part of it, I'm not trying to hear that no more. Like, it's time to produce. It is time to produce.
I always bring everything back to the NBA, but it's kind of like OKC, where it's like, y'all young, but like you've also been through it now multiple times. So kind of like you can't keep using youth as an excuse.
At least you can't use the young and dumb no more. You're young and experienced now. Like, get your shit together. Like, you grow up faster now.
And one last thing on Micah Parsons before we move on to just some more general football. I think it was Sean Lynn who had the comment about getting them for peanuts. When the Bears acquired Khalil Mack, and we had talked about it because the Packers were in on it. We were hoping the Packers got him. The Bears ended up getting him. We were like, God dang it. Like, you went to Chicago. This sucks. The Bears received Khalil Mack, a 2020 second round pick, and a 2020 conditional 5th round pick. They traded away a 2019 first, a 2020 first, a 2020 third, and a 2019 sixth. So they traded 4 draft picks. Yes, they got 2 back. You have to account for that. But for the Packers to get Micah Parsons, it was 2 first round picks, Kenny Clark, and that's it. Straight up. That's it. Like,
it's all just from ego and hate. That's all.
What's from ego and hate?
I feel like so the wild part is, of all the teams, the Packers. Of all the teams, the Packers. And I feel like, again, the ego and the hate part comes in with the refusal to talking to the man's agent, to like having the EPA getting involved because of the fact that Jerry Jones, would refuse to talk to the man's, like, this came from refusal to talk to an agent. It's nuts. So then after all of that, the hate and the ego comes in and like, oh, well, shit, we're going to do it my way or the highway. So I don't give a shit what I get back for. I'm going to get something back, but I'm going to get you up out of here. Where I don't understand is, of all the teams, especially with the way that you describe the Packers in the dock of breaking your franchise damn near, trade him.
Boy, he was hurt at that Jordan Love, that last loss to the Packers.
To trade him to that very team.
Well, here's his reasoning behind it. One, he said he was only looking at teams that had enough cap space to absorb that contract.
Saw that.
So that was only like 6 or 7 teams, if I remember correctly. And then he said what he knew the Cowboys were weak was interior defensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
So then they were only also looking at teams who could absorb him, but also had a defensive, lineman interior that could stop the run and produce at a high level. And if the team didn't have that, they weren't interested either. It kind of also turned out to be just kind of like a perfect synergy for the fact that the Packers do have a Kenny Clark that they could trade in this situation. Like, yeah, the rivalry, I get it for sure. And I know Cowboys
same conference.
Fans, yeah, but it's not like trading him to the Eagles.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it ain't
that would have been of all teams, the Eagles.
Yeah.
Packers are at least a tier or two below, like, of all teams. Like, it would be, the Chiefs would be up there where it's like, of all the rich get richer. Like, the Packers are kind of like, yes, it sucks, but it's like, they're not worried about us, and we don't.
I'm just going straight off their franchise history. We have stopped them several years, several games, several playoffs, comeback games.
They've also done the same to
I was
us.
gonna say, like, that was the 90s were
Cowboys only. That's how I became a Packers fan, watching the Cowboys brutalize them, and my Uncle Michael being like, well, which one of these teams is going to be your team?
Yeah, that was my first notion of the Packers. Is like in school, just people being personally victimized by the Dallas Cowboys year in, year out.
Honestly, those are my earliest Packer memories. Is losing to the Cowboys. Like, I can't remember anything before that. Like, that's my earliest football memory. The Packers losing to the Cowboys.
There was a kid when I was in like first, second grade, and he was like the lone Cowboys fan in our class, and he got booed by the teacher.
To be honest, my most vivid Packer memory is Desmond Howard's kick return in the Super Bowl. Like, 2AT, I can tell you where I was at, what I was doing. Like,
was that the first one?
Right.
Like, that's my most vivid. I can't remember really anything before that. I would probably.
Then it is your first.
Maybe. I might remember something later. Like, you know how memory works. Sometimes some shit kick in later.
Sometimes things unlock.
Right. So it could, but my most vivid that I can remember 2AT every time is that one.
So we'll say that's your first Packers memory.
I think mine was I think there was like a blown pass interference in like the NFC Championship game in like 95, I guess. And like that was the first time I remember like being cognizant of football.
Yeah, mine was through ridicule. So
and I remember like the 75th anniversary patches. Like,
I do remember those patches. Seeing those.
Yeah, but no,
really curious though, by the way, if y'all in the comments, if you can recall, like, what is the earliest football memory you can recall? Like, I am curious because I've never really thought about that before this moment. I know Sly in the comments here said that he's hated the Cowboys forever. So I get it.
Marcus said Reggie White got 3 sacks on Bledsoe in Super Bowl 31 for me.
Yep. Shell said that's how he became a real Packers fan. They kept losing to the Cowboys. Me and you same on that one. Like, I remember my Uncle Mike. You know how the commercials come on of like the V8, like your Cowboys have won the fire tape, and he'd be like, I'm about to get the VHS right now. And I remember seeing in the cabinet, it was like Cowboys. It was like a few of them in a row of just Cowboy VHSs.
Imagine if you picked your team in like 1995 and yeah, Cowboys, that's my shit. They win all the time.
See, that's the wild thing. I liked the Cowboys during that time.
See, I didn't. I really
like
hated them then.
I liked the Michael Irvin and the Emmitt Smith and Dean. Like, I liked them Cowboys.
And
Troy Aikman and them, like, I did.
Let's see. Shaolin said most vivid is 12's Hail Mary against Detroit.
How old are you?
He did say most vivid.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
most
fair.
vivid.
Most vivid. Okay, you're doing the Tim thing here of answering the question a little bit differently, but
Marcus said, my grandma Pearl got me into the Packers in 1995. The Mud Bowl game against the 49ers is my favorite game, hands down.
See, I bought this DVD set. It was like the Packers' greatest games, and I can't play it. I ain't got no DVD player. I'm going to get one because I've been wanting to watch those games.
That even like laptops don't have.
No, they don't have
drivers.
no.
You still got your PlayStation 4?
No, I sold that mug. And our PS5 is digital.
Yeah.
So, I have a whole closet of Blu-rays and DVDs that I can't utilize. Now, I'm going to get one, though. I am going to get one because I believe physical media is coming back. Yeah. So I said I was on the news for the Super Bowl with the Robert Brooks jersey in the 90s. Vince Candela hosted a pep rally at school.
I was the same around that time, too.
That's a very
wait.
sentence.
You got Vince Candela to come to your school? Like, I'm low-key jealous. Vince Candela was the man. That's a Milwaukee legend right there. The weatherman that everybody trusted.
You know what? That's probably why it's the most vivid, because a lot of the stuff around the Super Bowl, like my school, like we had the whole pep rally and stuff like that. They had the green and gold Super Bowl song going on.
The Pack Arena.
All kinds of, so like we was doing that and that, like the pep rallies and shit. Like that's probably why it's the most vivid, because like it was so much around that Super Bowl when we had it.
Okay.
Shaolin also added that his earliest is Brett Favre's monster game when his
that
dad
motherfucker
passed.
gets the Raiders.
That's a vivid game. In my
Even
head.
still,
how old are you? That's still early.
The 2000s.
I was damn near an adult when that happened.
I was like, damn, that was supposed to see you.
I was definitely like in high school when that game. No, was that? What year was that?
I feel like that was like 04?
03?
I want to say somewhere around there.
Might have been 02, because the Javon Walker, wasn't that like his rookie year too?
That I don't know.
I don't know if it was Javon, but I know it was against the Raiders.
It was definitely in.
I feel like it's 03 or 04.
03. December 22nd, 2003.
I was starting high school in 03. I was
fresh. Got a whole Wikipedia page.
That motherfucker lit their ass.
That was a memorable game.
He went crazy that game, dog.
Especially when you dealt with grief. Like, I don't know how he did it.
Going that game,
it
went
helps
nuts.
you lock in sometimes too, where it's just like I don't want to think about that.
Like, stop talking to me, bro. Just go catch the ball, bro. Catch this motherfucker.
Stop asking me how I am. Go catch this.
I'm happy. Touchdown. Shit.
Like I ain't even involved, but like my grandfather passed over the summer, and like the Brewers pretty much went on the run from that day. I'm like, he up there doing something. He going crazy.
Boy, fix your hands. Put your feet right. There you go.
All right, so let me just ask y'all this straight up. Who's gonna be the MVP this year? I think it might be that man in Cincinnati. I think it might be Mr. Burrow. If the Bengals can be the team I'm projecting that they can be, which is a team that can give you at least like 10, 11 games, a team that finishes in the playoff race, like, and Joe Burrow does them crazy numbers.
They gotta keep that man upright.
That's the only thing. But I think if he produces despite of that offensive line, like that's like, here go your award, brother. They just got to win.
I mean, that's why he gave Josh Allen last year, like, degree of difficulty. Although his numbers, like, I looked at his numbers again, like, when we were well past, like, and out of the heat of the moment, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Some bullshit.
Like, Joe put up some numbers last year, and so did Lamar, and so did Saquon, and so did...
Yeah, I'm just talking about Lamar. Like, if you put his
Lamar's numbers was nuts.
Josh Allen's, like, it's no context.
Nuts, and their team was cooking.
Yeah.
But they gave him Derrick Henry as a handicap.
Yeah.
Even though like the same people were saying Derrick Henry is
washed before he got to that season. It did turn around to have the best season of a back past 30 years old.
Maybe the quarterback took some pressure off and allowed him to make everything. Yeah.
Maybe it won a one-dimensional team. Huh?
Maybe that's some of his value to rejuvenate a Hall of Fame running back.
Right. So
I have Mr. Lamar as the MVP for my pick.
You think he's gonna have a revenge?
I feel like, yeah, man. Like I felt like it was we don't want to give it to him back. Like they gave Josh, they was giving away here, nigga, damn tickets last year for MVPs, and so Josh got his.
Got one.
Well, I won't say that about Shea. Before Shea, it was Embiid.
Embiid, yeah, Embiid was.
It was giving away here, nigga, dams last year. So like I put them in that line. That was the same season, but I don't. No, they'll give it to. I feel like Lamar going because he's been put, and his numbers keep getting better. Like that, he's getting more efficient. They just keep giving reasons why they don't want to give it to the best quarterback in the league.
It's because I think they let the playoffs affect it. Where it's like we know the last, and I know it's
what the fuck Josh do.
Listen, I'm not saying this is my argument. What I'm saying is how people tend to look at these award races. Where yes, it's supposed to be just a regular season award. It's what happened between week 1 and week 18. That's it. You're not supposed to consider what happened last year in the playoffs or the fact that he ain't never been to the Super Bowl. Woo, woo, woo. But I think for Lamar, because he's already won 2 and he's never been to a Super Bowl, I think that he's going to get dinged.
For not winning a Super Bowl.
Yes. And I think he's going to get dinged for like, well, you've been good, but y'all ain't been that good. Like you still ain't been there yet.
Though he has been that good.
I agree.
It's not his fault that they run all damn season and get to the playoffs and they only run 10 times in a game.
Listen, that playoff loss they had, it was a lot of people's fault. Lamar was one of them. But it wasn't just him.
Dropped end zone touchdown.
It was not just him. But
at Tim's point, like Josh Allen ain't been
Josh, yeah. No, I agree with that.
He ain't some playoff riser either. Like
I get the here nigga down MVP. Like I get it. Listen, I get it. I get it. But also, as we talked about when we were doing the previews, like Josh Allen is the only reason that offense is good. Like he's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
James Cook is good.
I hear you, but we don't got to rehash it. But like we talked about the receivers they have and the rotating cast and how it's just like the offense is good. Like,
so we want to talk receivers with Lamar.
I mean, he at least got the tight ends.
He just got healthy last year. Because they rotating with which one healthy or not. Isaiah likely hurt again.
Both of them are good. That's what I'm saying.
When they healthy,
I hear you. But my point is,
at least
he's had them. Like he had Flowers now. Like he has some guys where and Josh has had them before.
I would say he definitely had.
But last year he didn't. And this year, he probably and I think also narrative helped with the Josh Allen MVP last year, which was people thought they were going to be a lot worse than what they were because of everybody who left, and Josh Allen kept that offense still moving.
Did getting engaged help?
I'm not going to do that with you.
We talking narratives.
The football narratives. We ain't going to do that. But I think like that adds into it. So.
My favorite centers jokes has been like people saying like he saw a rough cut centers and put a ring on it
immediately. Like, nah, well, you said what? Everybody's quoting your scene, baby. Your scene. Why are they talking about you?
Eric, who's your MVP?
Sorry, Sly. You said heard it here first. I had it in the doc. So Jordan Love.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I feel like people are underrating him based off of last year when he played the entire season hurt, essentially. Like he was really good the year before and was still pretty good last year. But I think if he's healthy, which is already like, because he got banged up, right?
Yeah, his thumb on his non-throwing hand. He had to have surgery on it.
Yeah. If he's healthy, like I think this offense is primed to do some shit. Like he has what we hope is a proper number one receiver now.
Number 0.
Even still, will he settle on? Is he settled on a number finally?
He's 0. He's 0. He moved it to 0.
I know, but I mean, he moved it from.
The season about to start now. Ain't no more moving. Picture day done happened.
Okay. We'll see if
you are 0.
0 going into the next season. He already on his third professional number, and he played 0 professional games. But
0.
Yeah. No, I fuck with it. I kind of hope Parsons had picked 0, but
that's what number I wanted him to pick, but he went with 1, which respect.
But also, I feel like they shouldn't have let him get one.
Because that's Lambeau's number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got, like, some tire for a reason. Anyway, whatever. I forgot my point.
That the Packers need to win the Super Bowl if they're giving out Lambeau's number.
Yeah, like, he ain't paid a down and already. Anyway.
No, Jordan Love for MVP was your overall point.
But yeah, I think that the offense is like they have weapons all over.
Shaolin said, "Golden keep changing your mind. They're gonna have to put TBD on his jersey."
Yeah, they got weapons all over that offense. Like I think LaFleur is in his bag currently with play calling. So I just think that they're primed to have a great season. And like one of the things that I was reading after the trade was that by the numbers, like especially like DVOA, like the Packers vastly underperformed like even their production last season. So and I don't think that they produced to.
They did. They were inconsistent.
But like they have the profile of like the third best team in the NFL last year. And added Micah Parsons and added Matthew Golden. And like I'm not gonna say they only added, but like their additions greatly outweigh their subtractions. So I'm expecting a big season, like I said earlier. And I think like he'll be the catalyst for that.
Yeah. I mean, the only person they lost was, big name was Jair Alexander, which had a lot of questions. We don't need him.
Yeah.
And Jair might not even play week 1, which was part of the conversation around him. Now, Shell say he's picking Mahomes for MVP. I get that. Shaolin's going with Barkley. And as we mentioned, Sly said Jordan Love. So, yeah, let us know in the comments as well who you think the MVP is going to be.
I feel like they didn't give us Barkley for last season.
He probably, Because I don't know if he can do last year again. Like, if he does, then
respect.
Yeah, for sure.
But
all right,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we've never had back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. So
I don't think we have back-to-back. No, I don't think
anybody's done it.
No, I don't think anybody's done 2 times at all. Derrick Henry would have been the first one last year, or had he did it.
So, I mean, if he does that, then maybe because they'll look at it.
They give him the historical accomplishment.
Yeah, because something no one's ever done before, which the narrative always helps. So, got to consider that. Let's talk about playoff teams. NFC, divisional winners and wild card teams. Listing the teams in order of standing. So, what 7 teams, Tim, are making the playoffs in the NFC? If you are in the comments, let us know as well which teams you think will make the playoffs. Go ahead and let us know, Tim. What you got?
Let's go with Green Bay, Philly, Tampa Bay, the Rams, Detroit, Washington, and I got Minnesota by like a hair, literally, because they're right there with San Francisco and Arizona to me.
That's fair. So for me, when we did our divisional previews and whatnot, and we talked about the NFC West with the Rams. Yeah, I had them winning the division during that time. And the more I hear about Matthew Stafford's back, the more I feel like he's not going to be able to make it through an entire season. And I don't have them winning the division anymore. I'm actually going to go with Arizona winning that division. So for the NFC, I got Philly, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Arizona, Detroit, and then that's where it gets tricky. The last 2 wild card spots. I got 3 teams I was considering for my last 2 spots: Minnesota, Washington, and San Francisco. And I think I'm going to go with. This is tough. I think I'm going to go with. It's like, does the NFC North get 3 teams again, or do you have 2 different divisions that send, or 3 different divisions that send 2 teams? Like
that was where my
that's the dilemma that I'm having.
It's either you depend on Kyler Murray getting back to form,
and that defense taking a step.
The defense is going to be good.
That's why I got them winning.
Like their defense is better than their offense. You want the offense to take the step. Like it really is Kyler coming back and connecting with Harrison and making sure everybody else click too. Or JJ McCarthy leading Minnesota like Sam Darnold did.
We know Kevin O'Connor is a quarterback whisperer. Like, can he do it again?
Or you wait for San Francisco to get healthy.
And they have the easiest strength of schedule on paper. On paper, we know that changes.
That's why I'm like, they're all there by a hair because all of them are contingent upon damn near, well, San Francisco too, but one player.
Here we go. Divisional winners: Philly, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Arizona. Wild cards: Detroit, Washington, San Francisco. I think Minnesota barely misses out. I don't feel great about that. That's what I'm going to go with. Shell said that his divisional, I thought I just saw divisional: Green Bay, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, Philly, wild card, Washington, Minnesota, and LA. Again, if Stafford is healthy, the Rams got it. If not, concern. AFC picture. What's your playoff field, Tim?
Kansas City, Baltimore, Houston, Buffalo, with Denver, the Chargers, and Cincinnati.
Denver, the Chargers, and Cincinnati. Okay. Mm-hmm. I am going with Denver, Baltimore, Buffalo, Houston, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati. I think those are going to be your team. So my divisional winners are Denver, Baltimore, Buffalo, Houston, with Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati being your wild card teams in the AFC.
Pittsburgh is going to be the interesting dish. Pittsburgh and the Chargers, because the Chargers defense is really good too.
I got questions. See how consistent they can be. Like, they were good last year. Mm-hmm. Can you do it again? That's my question for the Chargers. I think that Denver is going to be the best team in the AFC. I feel that strongly about the Broncos this upcoming year. I think they're going to be like a 13-win team. 12, 13 wins for Denver. I think the AFC goes through them this year. And I think Philly wins the NFC. Super Bowl. What's the predictions? We all going to say the Packers in Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
For sure.
I'm going to go Green Bay, Baltimore.
Going off of historical precedence, I'm going to say Kansas City.
Actually, let me rewind. Skirt.
I'm rooting for Baltimore.
Green Bay, Denver. That's the Super Bowl. Green Bay, Denver. That's the Super. I wanted Lamar Jackson. I want him to get there.
I would say, I'm rooting for Baltimore.
Yeah, I think it's going to be let me get Green Bay, Denver.
My realistic one is Green Bay, Baltimore. My dream one would be Green Bay, Pittsburgh again.
Talk about
bring AR-12 back again as Pittsburgh versus Green Bay all over again for the Super Bowl.
No, because that just means that he has a good season. I want all bad things to happen.
No. See, no, I hope he has a
fantastic season. Tomlin over there.
Yeah, I hope he has a fantastic season.
I hope he get benched or something.
Ooh, and the Super Bowl is going to be in Santa Clara at the Niners Stadium this year, too.
Close to home.
For Jordan Love.
And Rodgers.
Let's see. Shell's added for the AFC. He got Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore, Houston, and then his wild card, Tennessee.
Oh, hell no.
Tennessee?
Oh, hell no.
I'm interested to know what you believe in Tennessee is happening. Are you that big of a Ward for it? Like, you think Ward is like that? He also has Denver and Pittsburgh rounding out that wild card.
The only one. Why Tennessee? Tennessee ain't even gonna come in third in their division.
If they came in third, I would be surprised.
Shocked as hell.
Charlene said, speaking of Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers must be punching the air, seeing all of these moves being made. I heard someone else saying that as well, who was like, I talked to a former Packers player who made mention of the fact that Rodgers has to be like a little pissed off because this is all that he's ever wanted. It's what they're doing now.
Do things for me to win.
That former Packer player, does his name rhyme with David Bakhtiari? That man be talking.
I have no idea who that Packers player were. Yeah. That's just what I have.
We also were salary cap handicapped for a minute, Mr. Rodgers.
I wonder why.
The call's coming from inside the house on that one.
And that's when he points to like, look how much money Jordan Love making right now.
Yeah, but that was after the fact.
Percentage of the cap versus when you were here.
I'm just pointing it out. He can look at Love contract and be like, that man is getting paid too. All I wanted y'all to do is draft a first round wide receiver. That don't even cost y'all no money. Draft the nigga.
We had a defense. Give me up
for a wide receiver.
But again, like they drafted him a fucking
a defense.
But I mean, I'm saying like they even drafted a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Like he won the first rounder, but Devontae is going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's had good receivers.
Jordy Nelson is at least a Packer Hall of Famer.
True.
Yeah, he's had good. Like let's not.
Donald Driver, borderline in a Pro Football Hall of Fame.
He just ain't had no first round wide receiver while he was here, but he had some fantastic ones.
Yeah, and they I can't think of a first round bust, but like they could have drafted Charlie Rogers and it not work out. Like Browns don't matter.
There was a couple corners that we definitely.
I will never forget Josh Jackson.
I ain't never gonna forget Ahmad Carroll.
Oh, brother, Ahmad Carroll, you could tape his hands and he still find a way to foul somebody.
He could jump out the gym, but he passed interference every damn play, boy.
Why am I blanking on his name? I can see his face with the long locks too. He was also really bad, and I cannot think of his name right now. No, I don't think he was the first round. Nah, further back.
I was like, he's high pick too.
I can't think of his name. That's gonna bother me. It'll pop up at some point, unless you're in the comments and you can think of.
Yeah, I went all the way back to like Mike McKenzie and Al Harris. I know you're talking about after them, right?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just. It's during our Packer fandom. It's a cornerback that was not good and he had locks, and I cannot.
Mike
think
used
of
to
his
get
name
smoked.
Right now. You said Mike
McKenzie.
Oh, like, McKenzie
had his moments.
Yeah,
I used to fuck with Mike McKenzie because he had McKenzie in his name, but
the McKenzie part.
The McKenzie part made me fuck with him, but it made me pay more attention to him, and that was by default. So by default, I seen the good and the bad. He was good for a minute, and then when he was on his way out, he got a couple of them where you like, Mike, come on, bro.
Yeah,
he wanted a burner to begin with.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. One more reminder. If you are interested in joining our FanDuel League, please get at us. $100 entry fee covers you for the entire season, 18 weeks of play for $100. Get at us if you are interested. Need that money in. Well, we don't need it ourselves. You would have to pay FanDuel by Thursday. If Thursday does not work out for you, but you feel you could do it before Saturday, let us know. Hit us up on the low. We'll make sure to get you in as well. Let's talk some wrestling. Clash in Paris happened this weekend.
Divine House? Divine House?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
House had... He worked his way onto...
Boy. Divine House was bad.
God bless him.
He had moments.
I mean, of course he did. He got to the NFL somehow.
That's what I'm like. He worked his way there, but... Yeah, I remember House.
I feel like he's one of the ones where he was like overtasked. Like he was fine as like a fourth corner, but like as a starter,
it ain't it.
That wasn't Smith.
Yeah. Okay. Clash in Paris, entire cast, we all went 4-1 on predictions. We did not know about that tag team match when we did the predictions live. I was like, when did this happen? So we all went 4-1. The match that we got wrong was the John Cena, Logan Paul match.
And we all changed our mind.
Because of me. Sabotage. No, but yeah, everybody went 4-1.
Well played.
On this. So, fill in the blank. The best match from Clash in Paris was...
I got Sheamus Rusev, actually, with a question mark.
Why the question mark?
Hey, you always say left. Wait, go
ahead. Because a lot of the matches were, in essence, on par to me to that as far as like excitement goes, or as far as like activity goes, as far as interest goes. Because I wasn't interested in that match. That was the least interested match on the card. And that became one of the better matches on the card to me. So I was like, as far as that match goes, I'm like, I wasn't expecting, like, I expected y'all to put a, I knew what it was. I knew what kind of match it was going to be. It was going to be a street fight with two big dudes who's going to beat the shit out of each other.
Banger.
But to that extent, sometimes you just need a good old ass kicking on the show. They beat the shit out of each other, but it was entertaining. They was all over the damn arena and shit. Like, they had different spots. They had the white noise through the tables, off the barrels and shit. He was doing accolade on the barrels. Like, the bro kick was vicious in the middle of that damn ring. Like, they put on a good. They beat the shit out of each other.
They did.
It was a good, fun match, and that made it entertaining. So they're like, when that match was about to start, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. And I came back and watched it. I was like, this is a fun fucking match. This is a good ass match. So for me, that's what I'm like. matches them that because they probably stole it for me. They kind of stole it for me.
That's fair. Okay. I went with John Cena and Logan Paul.
That was fun too.
It was a match where people have said John Cena can't wrestle for
ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say decades, but ever also works forever. And Logan Paul is somebody who you watch him and you're like, I might not like him, but undeniably you're talented at this.
Correct. And that's what Cena was saying during the promo.
And they put on a match where both of them were doing stuff that they don't normally do. Both wrestlers were out of character in that match. You saw John Cena doing Styles clashes and just all kinds of random stuff happening throughout the course of that match. Highly entertaining. I did not know who was going to win. And then come the ending, John Cena stands tall, and I was like, God dang it, John, another banger. Like SummerSlam was one of those ones where I watched and I was like, God, that match was good, John Cena. And I watched this, I'm like, John Cena, you've done it again.
He always puts on good matches.
I won't say no.
No, if he wants to, what I was finishing. Because he had a time period where he didn't give a fuck with them 5 moves of death and shit like that. He didn't give a fuck then. I'm convinced. Because I've been a Cena fan, and I can tell when that motherfucker was engaged and when that motherfucker was like, I'm carrying shit, but I don't give a shit. This look like he giving a shit again.
Counterpoint. WrestleMania 41.
Right. It just happened. Like I don't think it has anything to do with him caring or not caring.
Maybe he wasn't just involved that, but I don't know. Maybe it was Travis Scott or something.
John Cena,
that match was dog shit before Travis Scott came out.
John Cena's best matches are always going to be against the guys that can bring the best out of him and that can wrestle themselves. Like that's why the Randy Orton feud was what it was. That's why the CM Punk feud was what it was. Like that's why even when he was with Shawn Michaels, you're like, dang, okay, we got some stuff happening. Like you put him with a good partner, a good sparring partner, and then you can possibly get some results, which is why WrestleMania of this year, I was like, Cody, what happened? And they redeemed themselves.
They did
at SummerSlam because that's what I expected at WrestleMania. So like, I don't know if it's a care factor as much of like the right time, right place, right situation.
Things just didn't click. Maybe
I think his storytelling is always pretty good. I think that he needs the right dance partners, which is essentially what Camille was saying. Where it's like, if you get him in there with the right guy, he can make magic. If you get him in there with the wrong guy, you're at least, at
least somebody like there are some feuds where, correct me if y'all feel differently, but I feel like there were certain feuds that he'll go into like, I can't wait to get in this. Like you can see the fire in that feud, and in other feuds like, I feel like this guy is kind of beneath me. You kind of hear it in the promos and in the way that the match kind of goes. I feel like that's a care though. I do feel like if I feel like I think I'm just gonna get through this feud as far as being involved into it like that. I'm not really gonna give a shit about him. Talk shit about this dude. My matches ain't necessarily gonna be the best matches that I put on.
The respect John Cena has for the business of wrestling and how highly he talks of the sport, I cannot believe that John Cena would go into anything thinking like, I don't care about this. I'm not gonna do this well.
I get it.
That is not the way he is wired when it comes to this business.
I can get you that.
Yeah, I don't think John Cena ever doesn't care. Like, I think you can say like
he might care too much.
Yeah,
because he's trying to make an example of some people before.
Well, yeah, because he pushes people, and like a lot of them have said it like backstage, where it's like John will push you as far as he thinks you can go, or past as far as he thinks you can go. He's like, you keep up is essentially what he says.
And if you can do it, he respects you for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if not, then it's like
then watch out.
To the bottom of the card you go.
I've proven that you haven't earned this spot.
Yeah,
and I guess that's where I'm at with those. As far as if he not into it like that, he not really finna put his best foot forward with those.
No, I think he is putting his best foot forward. I think
they just they're
not matching,
which is what I'm saying. Like the partner has to be good enough for him to have what he needs because he's not good.
He's always here. He's trying to pull you up to here. If you're here.
Y'all gonna be good.
If not,
no, that's fair. I got you.
Sink or swim.
Yeah, because he's not. No disrespect to John Cena, but he ain't good enough to drag somebody all the way back up. Like that person also has to already kind of have it in them to be ready to go. I think. Shaolin added, I agree with Tim because I don't think Cena gave his all in that Roman Reigns feud.
Which one? The first one or the second?
Like they did it a couple times, couple dances around.
When he came back, when Cena came back for against Tribal Chief, like that was good. Like first time he exposed Roman because Roman wasn't ready. Roman wasn't on his level, and he talk circles around his ass. But the match was fine because like Roman is a really good in-ring wrestler. Like even though people didn't give him credit for it
They
at
sure
that
did
time,
not.
like
he had to grow too.
He did.
Roman,
He had to grow.
Yeah.
He had
but
to
like
grow.
Roman's in-ring got there way quicker than people gave him
his
credit
promo,
for.
yeah, because he was so bad on the mic for so long. God, he was bad.
They're shoving him down their throats. It's like,
He
was
for sure.
And Tim still bought the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know what you did with it.
It's not the crib.
Nah, I ain't what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, they never gave him credit because it was like he would get booed out of the building, like coming in. Then people would, suspend their disbelief during the match because it was so good. And then like they would cheer at the end, and then like, wait, we don't like dude, boo. Like,
Charlene said the first, which
yeah.
I think that was kind of on Rome. Again, what we were saying of the comp got to be, which one could argue, does that mean John Cena really is a GOAT? But that's not a conversation for another time if you can't elevate your opponent.
But remember, like the U.S. Open Championship thing, like he was having bangers every week.
He was wrestling. What are y'all thoughts on Becky Lynch helping Seth retain the title? We thought Seth was going to be all alone. Bronson Reed was sent out along with Braun Breaker because they jumped Roman again. Then they messed up with Jey Uso because Jey came and tried to save Roman. He got messed up, which my mom watched that match. She had an order get delivered when the shenanigans were happening after the match. And she's like, hold on, girl, I got some at the door. And when she finally came back, she said, why am I so into this wrestling thing? Because I was at the door with the driver like, hurry up, give me my food. You're moving too slow. I got to see what's happening. Did he get his shoes back? She was so funny, but she was into that match. She was like, girl, this is fun. And then when they left Roman in the ring, when he was on that board, she was like, wait, why are they scattering? Wait, is someone going to stop him? Why is he going to the... No, he's not. And then when he got tsunami, she was like, oh my God, why did everybody run? And I was like, that's what the refs do. She was like, well, they should be in the ring stopping us. That's their job. And I said, they didn't want to get hurt. She said, maybe they should hire people who don't mind getting hurt to do their job properly. But that match was also good. One thing I did like about the whole card, and Becky, we'll get back to that. Everyone had time to wrestle. Every match was long. Like, the shortest one was probably the tag match, and they still had time to try to tell their story. And Becky helped tell the story with Seth coming out, and I've been wondering if they would ever work together, and we finally have got there. Yeah, and
I think this is just they figured out like what works from what definitely didn't work when they were both faces. Like I think them both being heels and being the power couple, like that's gonna work.
Especially fuck it all
because Becky don't give a damn right now.
She was going crazy. When she was getting that crowd going on Raw, and she's just talking, they just going, shut the F up. And she's still, you're not going to talk to me like this. I said, oh, she's invested. Her voice was gone by the end of the promo. She had screamed so much. She was done.
She's kind of like the evil version of Chelsea Green's gimmick, which is like a Karen. Like, it really is. Like, it's like Chelsea's doing it for comedic effect, but like Becky is just being a straight up Karen.
Well, hopefully this means AJ Lee is coming back. That's what I'm here for.
The Punk was always popular in the back with the women's locker room. So, like he could tell anybody. I was like, there's a couple people that he might be able to come out. Like, what I was thinking is, yes, AJ Lee possibly, but there's other like his protege or his buddy was Roxanne for a minute.
Do you think? But if it's anybody,
that don't work.
I hear you. But AJ Lee,
I get it.
It's gonna be a disappointment.
It should be,
especially now that he was like, "Where's SmackDown gonna be at?" And it was like Chicago, and he was like, "That's all I need to know. Y'all wait.
I got something for your ass on Friday."
Right? Like if it's not AJ Lee,
like I don't think there's anybody else that can come out in that spot.
That person's gonna get booed.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like that Rumble. I forget who it was. They came out at 30, and everybody thought they thought it was gonna be like Daniel Bryan or something, and it wasn't. And he got booed. It's like, dang, sorry, Ray. It's not your fault. It's just the way this was built up. People thought it was going to see something else.
It would be dope. She said she wasn't coming back, but it'd be dope.
Chell said the same thing. They gonna boo if it's not AJ Lee. Husband and wife versus husband, like this. Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Which storyline are you most interested in seeing now that Clash in Paris is behind us?
I'm curious as to where they go with Roman.
Like how they tell the story while he's gone.
Yeah, because initially while I was watching it, I was like, okay. Leading up to the match, Roman's starting to get his promo chops back. Like he started looking like old Roman. Like he's gearing up and tuning up the band to go for like a nice run. He felt to be around promo and matches and shit like that. Because even during coming out to for his entrance, I was like, he looked like he'd been working out. He looked like he'd been cut. He looked good recently. So that's what Sam said. Sam was like, he got a Street Fighter coming up. I was like, oh damn. Cody. I was like, she like so. He probably not even gonna be here after this match. And as we watching, match ends, he get beat to hell. She was like, see, he probably gone for Street Fight. I was like, well, part of me was excited because I was like, the way his promos are starting to come out with Bronson Reed and everything. Those like he started sounding like old Roman, and then him being in shape and everything, and looking cut for the match and stuff like that. He started looking like old Roman. He started to me, it looked like okay, he's gearing up for end of the year, big next big pay-per-view coming up soon with Survivor Series. They probably go have the families. Like he's getting ready for that. And then she reminded me the Street Fighter come out, I think March next year, so February.
And that's when you're like, oh, that's why he in shape.
So she was like, he's probably promoing and getting ready to go on his promo tour, so he had to get ready for it, stuff like that. Yeah. So she was like, he got all of the Street Fighter stuff. I was like, oh damn.
Which is why I thought that John Cena was going to retain his title. Because I was like, how is Cody going to be champion if he's doing Street Fighter 2? Not
I wouldn't mind
second,
like a little,
but also
I wouldn't mind like a little transitional run for Drew. Like he's earned.
Yeah, so like that's why I was so shocked of like, oh, they gonna let Cena or Cody Addis? He ain't gonna be here for a while. But
I just think they just punched the button. Like we gotta get Cena into the
face
the golden retirement tour.
Sly said that the Street Profits breaking up is the storyline that he's looking forward to. I have talked to Sly. He believes in the star potential of Montez Ford. Like no other. He thinks he is a world champion.
He needs the J push.
Yeah. He's like he needs the honestly, Shawn Michaels kick, super kicking Jannetty through the glass type of push. Like it's time to.
He's been promoing like that on his IG.
Like Jay took his whole gimmick though. Like if you look at like their looks, like
the swag is very similar.
And I want to say Ford had it first.
Oh, he definitely did. He definitely, but
like even the hand moment, like he was doing Ford that.
The short but shorty pumps. If you ain't watching on YouTube,
some people he was doing that before the Yeet stuff. So it's like he got to figure out something different when he goes solo. So we'll see. I don't know. Like I think that Dawkins has, because Shaolin said he's worried Dawkins won't have a job if they break up. But like I think he's improved enough, and like people
he can move for a big man too.
Like it's just they gotta have a plan. Honestly, for both of them, if they are splitting, like it can't just be we're breaking up a tag team for the sake of it.
Yeah, and I think too it would make some sense if they are going to break up Street Profits. There's so many tag teams on SmackDown, so unless they're going to get sent to Raw with a couple other tag teams to try to get that division going,
Raw don't even have any face tag teams.
Like unless they're going to do that, it doesn't make sense to keep them in this division, I don't think. And I also do think that Montez Ford is a star. Like, was Elimination Chamber? Like I can't remember how many years ago that was at this point. But he put on the show.
I think that was last year, wasn't it? Last year's Elimination Chamber.
I think it might have been longer than that.
I feel like it was longer. It might have
been. Maybe it was last year, but
it
just feels longer because I thought something was going to happen from that run, and then it just went right back to like what it was.
Even like they turned heel to go with Bobby, and I feel like the crowd was just like, no. And then they switched them back real quick. Like the crowd doesn't really allow them to do something differently unless they break up, I feel like.
Sly said Ford got the flips and alter ego monologue that sets him apart. I don't think that you look at him and Jey Uso like y'all the same wrestler. But I can see Eric's point of some similarities between like the hand movement that they do for the yeet, and then I don't know what you would call what Ford does, the show buzz shorty. But Ford's better on like the mic.
That was 23.
So 2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago. So yeah, last year. Feels like it was a long time ago.
No, last year we were in 23. So a year before that.
We're in 25. Dang, that was 2 years ago?
Yeah, we damn near 26, honestly.
Damn.
Yeah.
23 is a year I don't remember much of. A lot happened in 23 for me. From December 2022 to about 2023. It's a lot checked out. A lot of things checked out in my mind. But yeah, I get that. I'm also curious about the OG bloodline. Like Jey Uso did come out to save Roman, and then Jimmy came out on Raw to save Jay, and they said family's over. Like I do wonder if we see the Usos back together for a little bit. Like what happens next with that?
I'm assuming it got to be building towards Elimination Chamber again. But like, how many years can we do Bloodline?
You mean War Games?
Yeah, Survivor Series. Well, yeah.
It's I just seen a TikTok the other day of them at a house show. It was Jacob and the Usos versus the MFTs and Solo. It's like they use house shows to kind of tune up, warm up things, test things out sometimes too and stuff like that. Like so, we probably are. That's why I felt like I seen that and I like seeing how Roman was. And I'm like, okay, they gearing up for Survivor Series. They're getting ready to get this kicking off, and now this nigga's gonna disappear.
I mean, I think he'll be back for that. But
I
don't think he's gonna be week in, week out on TV for the next.
Oh no, that was only his 5th match of the year.
Yeah.
Listen, Roman earned his spot. He said, "I've earned this piece."
That's what they was talking about up to that point. It was like, man, this is Roman's only match. This is only the 5th time this year, because he only had 4 matches prior. I'm like, yeah, and they're like, Reed's on there every week, so he has the advantage as far as experience.
Well, like he was, I saw a clip of him from like that Stephanie podcast or show, whatever it is, and he's like, yeah, I think I can be like the first full timer to do full time WWE and full time Hollywood. And I'm like, nigga, wait, who's that now? Roman.
Oh, he lying.
He's like, John kind of did it for a little bit, but and I'm like, first of all, if you're headlining movies, like they're not gonna let you wrestle on a regular basis.
No.
That trailer life get to him.
Nigga, you not wrestling full time now. Like you pop in and pop out, which more power to you. But I'm just saying, like, you can't try to act like you're doing something new when Cena was more doing like movies and WWE.
He literally was doing it full time.
Yeah, his movies were more WWE at the beginning.
Correct, WWE production.
But I mean, I'm talking about when he actually made the pivot to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like,
you saw that's when he started coming around less and less too. Which was
but he was doing. He did like that Amy Schumer movie. He did. He had something else that was early on.
He was with DC.
Yeah, but I mean, like that was when he actually left, essentially. But I'm talking about like before that, when he started getting like Daddy's Home. Like he had roles where he was doing blockers. Like, yeah. I think it's just called blockers. But
they had a little rooster on it though.
The poster did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That poster did what it was supposed to. Let me ask y'all this though. Scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate Clash in the pairs?
Full disclosure, I haven't seen it yet.
7.5.
I think it's a strong 8. Like it was a good. The crowd added the half a point for me.
That the shenanigans and the crowd added
the half a point for you. Yeah, like it was again. I like that everybody had time to wrestle. I think that everybody was able to tell the story. It was an enjoyable experience, and the crowd, man, they did their thing. They did their thing. Anything else you want to discuss before we move on? Because I just want to quickly say, 1, WrestlePalooza. Oh, that title. I think the Io Sky Stephanie Valkyrie match is going to be phenomenal for the women's title at WrestlePalooza.
I know we do predictions beforehand, but who you got?
I don't know yet. I got to see how the next couple weeks play out.
In fact, they haven't done enough with Stephanie, so I hope that this is kind of like the start of that.
Yeah.
Mine is kind of WrestlePalooza related, but it's just, and I think I brought it up last week, but it's just funny how WWE consistently, like, they front load these shows. They're like, yeah, we're going to start Netflix off with a bang. We're going to start Peacock off with a bang. We're going to start the WWE Network off with a bang. And it's like, they build up to this first show, and then they go back to the same old shit, like, right after. It's like, I would imagine, like, these companies understand. I mean, I guess they just want to capture a new audience and hope people keep coming back. But it's like, I don't know, like, don't give me like a dream card for the first thing and then give me like, War Raiders versus LWO week 2. Like,
they need their TV time too, Eric.
Sure.
They need their TV time too.
Spread it out. Like, give me bangers every week, even if it's kind of like.
Shaolin thinks Stephanie wins for sure, by the way. And also added that he's enjoying what they're doing with Phoenix and Andrade.
Okay.
Oh, no. Ray Phoenix. Yeah, the Phoenix. Yes. Ray Phoenix. I do like that tag team as well. I do. Which, again, Street Profits, break them up. I got a lot of tag teams. Y'all got the division is fine. It's fine.
I just feel like they might have missed their moment.
And they should have done it earlier.
Yeah,
quite possibly.
Because they've teased it off and on for like the last 5 years.
Yeah, and they always come back together.
It's probably because they just had the belts, so it made it easier or more sensible for them to break them up now that they just lost the belts, especially to the Wyatts, maybe. Because if they ever did it before they got the belts, nobody would have really cared because they hadn't held the belts for a while, almost 2 years before they got that. So for them to do it after that, everybody would have been like, yeah, we see it. They needed a character change, whatever. But now that they just lost the belts and teasing this, now it's a little bit more sensible. Like, y'all just had the belts, like not even 2 months ago. And y'all about to break up because y'all lost to these same motherfuckers twice?
Well, I mean, but you have to do it, though. You wouldn't just look at that. You have to look at all that's come before, all the pump fake breakups and what led into that. And I think you would also play on their frustration that they've been having about not being on TV. Like, they've put that in their promos too, of like, this hasn't been working for us, we deserve better, woo woo woo. If you mix all that in there with they lost again, and you saw that they weren't on the same page during this tag team match and the pay-per-view because they didn't know who was even going to start the match, and like all the little things, like finally pull the trigger on it. But you have to allude to all of
what came before.
Yeah, the whole story, the full history.
Because I remember there was a point, like, the Usos, it wasn't that early, but like the Usos were into their reign, like their record-breaking reign, and like they kept losing to them, and they were like kind of sowing dissension, and like it got to a point where they were on some PLE, and I was like, oh, this is happening today, and I was like, I ain't ready for it. But and then they just didn't do anything with it. I'm like, okay, well, what was all that build up for? Like, just for them to go back
to being what they were doing.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just red guts and like nothing changed.
Yeah. It's like hyping me up. Yeah, I know you want to see them break up, man. I know. Let's talk some basketball though before we get out of here.
Basketball.
I heard an interview where Klay Thompson was talking, and he was asked about the Big Three League, and like, would you consider the Big Three League once you retire? And Klay pretty much was like, hell yeah! Like, what? I would love to play in the Big Three League. They got a 4-point line. Are you serious? Yes. Big Three me, please. That's the summary. That ain't exactly what Klay said, but if you look at the clip, you're going to read and be like, that's what Camille said pretty much. So, you know.
Pretty much.
So my question was, what other current NBA players do you hope to see in the Big Three when their NBA career ends? Because 3v3 basketball does provide you with a lot of space to really get your bag off.
I mean, obviously for me, Giannis, like,
off. He gonna hurt somebody. They gonna fight.
Yeah,
they would fight in the Big Three league. Giannis played,
and the way he smacked his teammate, like, I don't think that's gonna go the way you think it's gonna go.
You give me Kyrie, Harden, Chris Paul. Give me KD.
KD was on my list for sure. Even though he's feuding with a Locked On host.
Give me Jordan Clarkson.
KD's feuding with everybody.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Like, I want to see the buckets. Give me, like, once he retire eventually one day, Jordan Poole, cats like give me cats that. Okay, you claim you done showed some bag. Let me see this shit now. You got nothing but space and opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, go to work, and then those that say they can clamp them up. Let me get off night in Big Three later.
You want to see Draymond in Big Three?
Yeah,
talk about fights.
Let's see him, because you got Beasley over there, you got Stevenson over there, you got Reggie Evans over there. Like, hell yeah, put all of the animosity and shit over here.
I feel like Draymond would be better as a coach. Like, I don't have to see him like play, but just have him as like how Charles Oakley.
I'm about to say how Gary
Payton is. Like,
Gary Payton about to get in the fights too, coaching.
Yeah.
Both of them. Like, yeah, and they was Charles Oakley was a player coach, wasn't he? At first.
Did he ever play in I don't think he played in the Big Three. That man old. No offense, old. No offense. I just know I watched you when I was like young.
One of them coaches was like a player coach at the time, like when it first started.
I don't think
I tapped into the Big Three like that. So I don't know.
I don't know if it was Big O. He ain't picked up a basketball in at least 15 years. Like, he just be going around just to punk people out their space.
We're speaking of which, I think Jeff T told a story about like Oak smacked Tyrone Hill because he owed him some money.
Ugly Tyrone Hill?
Yeah. That they were both like assistant coaches, and like I don't remember. I'm paraphrasing his story, so bear with me. But he was essentially like, some other assistant coaches like, look, Ty owe Oak some money and he gonna go high. And like they had like a dividing line in the practice facility, and like Oak like peeked around like, hey nigga, give me my money. And like walked up and like smacked the shit out and like kept smacking him like, give me my money, give me my money.
Gee. Well, don't mess with Oakland. We knew that though. We knew that, but don't
like I think it went back to when they were playing. Like it was a long standing beef.
But yeah, the bucket getter. I'm with Tim. I want to see the bucket getters in the big three. That's what that is really made for, in my opinion. And Yo's story reminded me of a quick story. I don't know if y'all have seen the viral clip of Mr. T's daughter doing stand up.
I started it, I didn't finish it.
But she's talking about being Mr. T's daughter and how no one ever believed her because
why would you?
That's just so random. And she was like, why would I make that up? Like, why would I pick him to be like, yeah, that's my dad? But she mentioned the weekend was WrestleMania. She said Hulk Hogan was teamed up with her dad and they fought Roddy Piper, and how her dad was trying to comfort her and her sister, saying it's not real, it's fake, don't worry. But he actually messed his ribs up during that match. And she said, so now we're in the hotel with Hulk Hogan and my dad. And Hulk Hogan doesn't line up, he's doing cocaine. And he's sitting there going like, brother, I'm going to F him up when I see him, brother. I can't believe he did that to your brother. I got your back and this and this and that. And she says, then Rowdy Piper walks into the room and he's like, hey, man, I just wanted to apologize for how things went. You know, it wasn't my intention. And she said furniture started moving. And Hulk and T started jumping Rowdy Piper. And he said, Linda. She said, Linda was in there, Hogan's wife, going, Terry, stop. And she said, that's his real name? And she said, my mom was trying to stop my dad, and it was just all this chaos happening. And she went back to school on Monday, and they said, how was your weekend? What did you do? And she said, I didn't do nothing, because y'all not going to believe me anyways. But the idea of Hulk Hogan doing cocaine in the hotel room.
Mr. T and Hulk Hogan jumping Roddy Piper is one of the wild. It's just a wild headline itself. Let me tell you about the time when Mr. T and Hulk Hogan jumped Roddy Piper after a line of coke. Huh? That story alone.
Yeah.
I mean, the coke is the part of the story that makes the most sense.
She didn't say her dad was doing the coke, but ...
I mean, I'm saying, like,
yeah,
Hogan, Hogan survived off of spray tans, cocaine, and steroids in the 80s. Like,
yeah. So
that's and all the scandals.
Like it looked like a broiled hot dog.
Last piece of news before we get out of here.
TA back.
Hey. Thanasis back in Milwaukee. Shout out to TA. Do y'all care that Thanasis is signed? Because now that puts the Bucks roster at 15 guaranteed spots. Thanasis had a guaranteed contract, 1 year guaranteed contract. They have 17 players on the roster, 15 guaranteed contracts. The two guys who are not guaranteed are Andre Jackson Jr. and Amir Coffey. So that being said, how do y'all feel about Thanasis signing? Do y'all think he's on the roster opening night?
Yes.
That's got a job as long as he want one.
That's a fact.
Yeah, as long as his brother say he good in the hood. As long as he here.
That's a fact.
As long as he come back, I'm good with it too.
Yep.
I mean, vibes are just better when TA is around. So, and that's just from the outside looking in, let alone in the locker room. So,
yeah. I've said this all day. Everyone who's worked the job, you've probably been around somebody whose personality ain't stable, where you come into work one day and they super cool. You come to work the next day and you be like, I don't know how to approach you because you are tripping today and I don't understand what person I'm going to interact with today. Thanasis is the opposite of that, where you get the exact same dude every single day. And it's hard to find people who are consistent day in and day out. Even when things are bothering them, it's like, hey man, I ain't bringing that to work right now. Like, this is where I'm at. That is very hard to do. And to have that type of energy as a 15 man on your bench, like, yeah, I'll take that every single day. And oh, by the way, he's the brother of a superstar, and this makes the superstar happy. So, like,
most of that locker room don't know Giannis like that. Where my brother at?
Sign him.
There's a bunch of new niggas here. Where my brother at?
We got 3 championship members on this team now, not just 2.
Like, yeah, right. But before that, it was just Bobby and a bunch of new niggas. Like, where my brother at?
Even though, I mean, he's played with AJ Green for the last few years. Like, some of these guys have been around for a couple years.
That's all well and good. Where's my brother at?
I mean, I said it when, like last year, I'm like, bring his ass back. Like, and that's the thing. Like, they've had, like, no shade at Andre Jackson, but like they've had him on roster, and I don't think he's any better than TA. Honestly, I mean, maybe now because of the Achilles, but like what Andre Jackson gave you the last 2 years is comparable to what TA probably would gave you with more minutes.
A little better shooting from Andre Jackson Jr., which is weird to say. But Thanasis is not that he hasn't done it. I think he's like a career sub 20% 3-point shooter on very, very low volume because he just doesn't play that much. At least Andre was like 35, 36% on low volume, which complete shocker to me based on his scouting report. So the defense,
I mean, like nobody respects him as a shooter.
They don't. But,
like it's the same. Like you may just get 1 3-pointer every 2 games. Like whoop-de-doo. At least Thanasis looks at the rim when he drives.
That Thanasis has, yes.
I will say this team, give Ajax one more year with this squad, because this squad I feel like is better suited for his talents. This squad
comes
is
off though.
Even if he comes off the bench.
No,
like,
I mean, who's roster spot? He doesn't have a guaranteed contract right now. So it's like, who that's guaranteed are you cutting or trying to trade to get off the roster?
I still don't know why they signed Gary Harris, but
that was But I don't think it's Chris Livingston because they waived him already and then re-signed him.
They like him because of summer league. I know Tyler Smith is one of the few assets that we have.
I don't think I'll call him an asset. He's just young.
That's like young.
But asset, I wouldn't. I
did this.
People listening couldn't hear the quote.
Air quotes were tied to that.
Y'all know me. Like I'm patient, but I'm also like, if they ain't showing you nothing, like there's no reason to be here. And like I don't think I've seen enough from Andre Jackson where I think it's gonna get demonstrably better.
I thought you were gonna say Tyler. I said, dang, get a nigga at least another year. But no,
I mean, even Tyler Smith, like it's like if he can shoot, but his defense is terrible and he can't do anything other than shoot.
He can board.
But he's a bit. I'll give you board. But again,
he's too small to.
It's his second year, and they drafted him knowing he was a project
for sure.
So like,
I wasn't advocating for getting rid of him.
No,
I'm just saying
like
he's not somebody I'd be like, no, they need to keep him. Like AJ Green at the same point in his career, like he can shoot at least. Like I know that there's something there that's going to get him on the court. Like I don't think that Tyler Smith shoots it at the same rate that AJ Green does. To be like, okay, well, I at least want to see if we can develop this into something more. It's like if they keep him, great. We can see if they get rid of him. Like there was nothing. Like it was like Marjan going into year 3. It's like he ain't shown me nothing yet. Like maybe there's something late in there that we haven't seen on the court yet. But like there haven't even been flashes in regular season games where I'm like, okay, let's.
3 years is fair. Of like, all right, young buck. Like we got a little bit of a track record, but I think for me the disappointing thing, like if it is Tyler Smith to keep Andre Jackson Jr., for example, last year's entire draft class is gone then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the draft last year confused me initially because I was like, why are y'all drafting projects when this is the pathway that you're on? But then I was like, okay, well maybe this is a construct of the CBA and just trying to be like, we have to put more emphasis on player development because that's just the way the league is going. And I was like, I can get with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust this front office with draft picks.
I hear you, but like still, like the idea of like if it is Tyler Smith, is like this draft class didn't even make it 2 years.
Honestly, both of them can go for Amir Coffey as far as I'm concerned. Again, at least that's somebody that has demonstrated that they're an NBA player.
He has. He's a role player through and through.
Yeah, and I think it's like your boat analogy earlier, boat versus mystery box. It's like Tyler Smith can be anything, even Amir Coffey.
It's fair. Good place to end it. We hope y'all enjoyed the show this week. Reminder, the FanDuel League. Let us know if you're interested. We're trying to fill that up. Make sure you're following us on our various social media platforms at Technical Foul, TECKNICAL FOUL on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Technical Foul Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. And make sure y'all follow. Check out, I got a new Packers podcast dropping this week ahead of the pack on Cheesehead TV. So make sure y'all go and support that as well. Football is here. And as we get ready to give y'all our outros, I do want to know who y'all got in Thursday Night Football, Cowboys or Eagles?
Eagles. How about them Eagles?
I know that's right. Oh, my cousin in the comments. What up, cuz? What up, cousin? But yeah, if y'all want to follow me on my social media platforms, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, PSN, at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae.
Don't follow me.
Follow Tech File. Ken's not here, but everyday_gentleman on Instagram, KHarris216 everywhere else.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We out of here. Dilly.
Peace out, y'all. Tech File. Yeah, let's just play that music.
Hit him hard. Let's go. That TECK. Running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he did. Miscellaneous. Spitting real talk with an entertainment. Other podcasts that the game up and they get smacked back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them that the better get their nose ready at a home city. You know, get it block even on the low setting. And you know we keep saying so we never gotta get tight than everybody else. They should get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race with my tribe. Going live with the pie. Do it like it's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle.